Alright, Shalom, Shalom. It's the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in, week out. Prophesy the downfall of America and to teach the hopefully elect. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you brothers pushing this word with true sincerity, with charity. Okay, you know, I'm on the way home. Long day. Just got off work not too long ago. I'm just meditating and basically through the spirit, man. You know, when you're dealing with brothers, man, you got to be mindful to examine yourself, man, before you make a judgment call. Or when you're rebuking a brother, you got to be making sure that through the spirit that you on point, man. Alright, because you can't rebuke a brother, alright, and you doing the same shit, man. You being a hypocrite.
In a quarter mile, continue straight to stay on West Dempster Street.
Alright. You gotta be mindful of that you're not being a hypocrite. That you're taking the mote out your own eye. Alright, you worried about what your brother doing.
Continue straight to stay on West Dempster Street.
And you ain't doing it yourself. Alright? Or even if you dealing with a brother and
continue
you come
on
down,
West Dempster Street for 1.5 miles.
Damn, bitch. Alright, you coming down on the brother a certain way. Alright, you gotta know that Yahweh Shema Shai, he looking at you and looking at your inward parts and what you doing to see. Alright, if you doing what you telling another brother to do, and you gonna be the Lord gonna come at you with the same situation to see how you would take it, see how you would handle it. Alright, so this Luke 6:38, give, and it shall be given unto you, good measure. It says, pressed down and shaken together and running over shall men give into your bosom, for with the same measure that ye meet withal, it shall be measured to you again. Alright, so if you coming down on a brother, or if you sparing, what you say, giving, the Lord gonna measure you with that same measurement, alright, you gonna get measured with that same measurement, alright. You don't want to give, you don't want to, you feel like through the spirit, you feel like, I don't have to get this, I don't have to pay tithes, alright. Or if a brother in the gym and you got the money and you don't give it, alright, that same situation, you may find yourself in that same situation, man. Alright, to see how you gonna handle that situation. Alright? So when you come down on a brother, man, you gotta make sure that you examining yourself to make sure that you ain't doing what you telling the brother not to do. Alright? Alright. Alright. This is Salakia.
In a quarter mile, slight right onto the I-94
Alright.
East ramp to Chicago.
Alright, this is Matthew 7. I'm gonna start at 1. Judge not, that ye be judged, that ye be not judged. For it says, for
slight right onto the I-94 East ramp, then merge onto I-94 East.
I said, so with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again. Alright, so judge not lest you be judged. Alright, so you can't be making judgment and the whole time you being a hypocrite, man. Alright? The whole time you being a hypocrite. The whole time you telling the brother not to, hey brother, don't have sex on the Shabbat. Whole time you having a Watusi on the Shabbat. You telling the brother, alright, he need to pray and fast. When the whole time, of course it's a good thing to tell the brother, but your ass ain't praying and fasting. Alright? You tell a brother to read and do this and do that, and you ain't doing it your damn self. Alright? You tell a brother, alright, to mature. Alright, when we all can get more maturity. Alright? But you out here making childish decisions. And you know better. So you gotta be real careful, man, how you deal with the Lord's flock. Alright? It said, and why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but consider not the beam that is in thy own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me put the mote out of thy eye, and behold, the beam it is in thy own eye? So you sitting there worried about what a brother doing, and you dealing with the same shit. You ain't even examined yourself. You ain't even made sure that you was on point. Alright? What you sitting there telling a brother about. Alright? But you sitting there going in on the brother, or you cussing the brother out. And whole time you being a hypocrite. Yahweh Shema Shah don't like that. It says, thou hypocrite, the first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Alright, so first you examine yourself to make sure you on point, man. Alright? And then, you make it come to a brother, hey, I think you need to work on this through the Spirit, woo ati bam, woo woo woo. Whatever it is that the brother need to work on, man. But you can't sit there and be cussing the brother out about something that you ain't doing your damn self, man. Alright? That you ain't doing your damn self, man. Alright? That's the pot calling the kettle black. Alright? It's the pot calling the kettle black. Okay? So, I was just something that was on my spirit. I was just riding, and that can be a big thing, man, because I actually knew a guy like that, man. And he not around no more. Alright? A guy that I looked up to. But he was a hypocrite. A huge hypocrite. Alright? You got to be careful, man, that you don't be the only one that's just saying, this brother, you got to do this, you got to work on that. But when it come around for a brother to tell you, oh, you got to work on this, you got to work on that you don't want to hear it. You can't be like that. Alright? So with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, a great millstone. And salutations to you brothers pushing this word with true sincerity and with charity. Shalom.